Join us as we spend a holiday weekend in the Cairngorms. A few days celebrating the recent milestone 60th birthdays of my mum and dad. Our first stop was Aviemore for a bite to eat, which I didn't film, and then on to a very windy Loch Morlich. Now you're going to have to trust me when I say that this is the perfect beach with the right weather. A sandy beach surrounded by forests and mountains is pretty great, but on this occasion we were heading back to the forest to find shelter from the wind. And with a hop, skip and a jump it was over to see the Cairngorm Reindeer. You can take a hike up to see the full herd, but travelling with a baby, this paddock was the lazy alternative we needed.
Comet, Cupid, Donna, and Blitzen. Who's the fancy one for Hannah? So Rudolph.
Yeah, Rudolph has been busy making babies in his time off.
Two look like they fell out.
That's how me and the wife sleep too. And then it was back to the cottage for a nice relaxed evening. The cottage did have a few quirks, like this weird art installation. They're a bit too abstract for me. And check out this bathroom lock. Yeah, it's a teaspoon. Oh, and a room ensuite. Wash basin and toilet down there. Yeah, we didn't use it. Stuck with a very secure shared bathroom. The neighbours were pretty cool. This pheasant was no bother, and for the first time ever I saw a red squirrel in the wild. Okay, so David Attenborough isn't going to be on the phone asking me to work the cameras on his next project, but in my defence he's pretty fast. It should be no surprise to you in this area of Scotland that a castle could be found just along the road from our cottage. Cairngorm Castle dates back to the 16th century, but the most impressive part of it, apart from the star-shaped wall, is the stunning surroundings. The Watcher's Art installation provides a stunning viewpoint, and the Moment in Time standing stone provides some words of wisdom. Warm your soul before you go. Take a moment to behold, as still skies or storms unfold. really hedging their bets there. What do you get an aging Scotsman for his birthday? Whiskey, obviously. And the only thing he wants more than that is a distillery tour with whiskey drinking included. And from our base in the Cairngorms, we were just a short drive to the southern tip of the Whiskey Trail, so it was onwards to the Glenlivet distillery. That looks like bottles of urine, depending on your hydration levels.
A nice, plump, uniform golden bar. Just the smell of it. Maybe it's a farmer's life.
I'm not going to ruin the tour for you by telling you everything that I learned, but I'll tell you a couple of cool history bits that stood out for me. Probably not a surprise to you, once upon a time whiskey was illegal, but the Glenlivet Valley had many illegal operations that forged a great reputation, apparently so much so that King George IV asked to try Glenlivet whiskey during his visit to Edinburgh in 1822, and he was quite fond of it. Now, obviously we couldn't have the king enjoying something illegal, so things were put in motion to legalise, and the rest, as they say, is history. Well, it's all history really, isn't it? But that's the power of the king. Imagine what we could have legalised if Prince Harry was heir to the throne. What a good son, pretending to enjoy it so his dad doesn't have to drink alone. I was the designated driver, so strictly limited to smelling, but I did get to take my little tasters home. And my dad wasn't letting any spare whiskey go to waste. Thankfully, he didn't think much of the £5,000 bottles and opted for something a bit more affordable for his birthday present. It was then time to meet up with the rest of the party, but with a quick pit stop at the old Bridge of Livet.
Yes, idiot. Please take care by keeping off the structure.
In his defence, he didn't go on the actual bridge. If you want a play park all to yourself, I recommend finding one that is in the middle of absolutely nowhere. The Tom and Towel Adventure Play Park was ours for the afternoon.
Let me see. Wow.
Our last day started with a goodbye to our little cottage and a quick visit to Balmoral. Balmoral is a beautiful village in Aberdeenshire that seems to really love that it can call the Royals neighbours during the summer months of the year. It was then time to get a little taste of royalty. Well, actually it was more like seeing what it was like to be a royal groundskeeper as we wandered around the gardens of the Balmoral estate. The flowers are kept in greenhouses until the impending arrival of the royals, so expect to see some bare looking flower beds as you wander. Ah yes, there's my gate. It's a bit awkward because this castle is probably now best known for being the place where the Queen died, which of course was major news across the world. But walking around you can definitely see why she would pick here as the place she'd want to spend her final days. You are allowed in one room, ballroom, but no photos or videos are allowed, so you'll need to go watch The Crown or something if you want to see that. So we had seen the castle and it was off in our search for a pyramid. Yes, you heard me correctly, a pyramid. In Scotland. It's one of several cairns erected to commemorate members of the royal family. Now it's not a long walk, it might have taken us about half an hour to find it, but be warned it's quite steep. I don't think these shots really do the pyramid justice, and the best way to see it would be from the air, but I was told this was strictly a no drone zone. Apparently the RAF will shoot it down and the Royal Guards will come and kick me in the balls. But I didn't want to let you down. You go to the effort of watching these videos, so I went to the extra effort of reenacting drone footage. Well, as best I could anyway. Even through the castle enclave as well. This says Queen Victoria erected it, but I'm pretty sure she got something wacky to do it for her. The pyramid is clearly the pick of the bunch of the cairns, dedicated to Prince Albert, who was not only married to Queen Victoria, but was also her first cousin? Am I reading that right? Oh, they didn't put that in the cairn, did they? And that was it, the end of the weekend. I hope you enjoyed the video. You can like and subscribe if you did. If you didn't like it, you can tell me why. That never seems to be an issue on the internet. And I'll maybe see you in the next one.